What's up, Rich Mindsetters? So, a couple of weeks ago, I told you I will tell you exactly how our road so far has been, because it's been a journey. It was cool. We had a lot of fun. I don't know if I will tell you like everything in detail, with a lot of detail, because it will take hours and hours, and maybe we'll make a podcast about it in the future when we'll launch the podcast, and maybe invite some people that knew us along the way. But I will just tell you like how it happened since 2012, because there was a shifting point that happened back then. And that shifting point was when I arrived in Germany. It was 2011. When I arrived in Germany, I went from being a business owner to an employee, and in another country, and I didn't know the language, but I decided that I needed to go in Germany because I didn't want to stay in Romania, because I wanted to learn a lot of management. I wanted to learn management in general, so I could be even a better business owner, although we made a lot of money in the process in Italy. I went in Germany and I started working at McDonald's because my father was working over there, and I wanted to understand management this time, or to learn management this time, not in a university, because university is shit. I didn't took nothing from the university, and 99% of the people that go to a university don't use that information. Okay, it's good, you will get your eyes opened, your mind will work better and so on, but the information itself will not help you in the real life. Keeping this in mind, I've worked for 6 months, exactly 6 months, at least. So the least that I've worked in those 6 months was 232 hours. I remember right now. I did a lot of extra hours because I wanted very fast to go to the ranks really fast. I already knew what it takes because I had an entrepreneurial mindset. This is what helped me actually, because a normal employee goes to work and says, okay, I'll go to work, and in his mind is, I can't wait to go back home and to whatever or whatnot. And my mind was, I go to work, I make the most of it, I do whatever other people are not willing to do. I will do this for as long as it takes, because I want to go to the ranks. And unfortunately, someone's parent died. They needed to go in another country in order to bury that person, and they were fired because they didn't came back in time and so on. There was a discussion, so I was proposed, because I did a lot of things that others weren't willing to. I was proposed to take over in that particular McDonald's and to go through the ranks, and I did just that, and hustle every single day. Was like best day of my life. Work. People were dancing and we were having fun. Everybody was enjoying to work with us, with me and my brother together, and it was amazing. But although we made a lot of money in that process as well, we were still unhappy, because the goal was achieved. We learned a lot of management, but it wasn't our thing. And back then, internet as it is right now, it's still a little baby. So in 2012 we started to grow on social media. We started to fall in love with social media, but we didn't know what is possible to do with social media, because it was, as I told you, it was a baby. There wasn't so many businesses that already took it serious. The businesses that took that serious, the person that was, or the people that are today in charge, were either too small in age back then. I mean now, it was 10 years ago. So they were like, if they 30 right now, they were 20, they were still learning high five, Facebook and so on. So for us it was the same. Or they were too old, and because they had the dinosaurs in their mind, they were still doing advertorials and newspaper ads and radio ads and such things. So it was like a mix. Nobody understood it right, because it was the first like real scalable project was that Facebook, and there were some before, but not at this level how Facebook did it. and still now today, it's nothing compares to Facebook with what they are doing and what they did. I'm not a fan of Facebook, let's just say. I'm just using it, and I know the power of being a creator in Facebook, and I know the power, or the not so called power, of being a consumer in Facebook, because then Facebook, Instagram, and so on, and such platforms, because as a consumer you invest a lot of time. And unfortunately, it may happen that you will get like bad habits, or you'll get like bad examples from the internet, but it's normal. When you get exposed to so many people, that's normal. So as I told you, 2012, we had the first contacts with social media. We automatically we fall in love. I already used Facebook in 2009 to promote my business. I was just posting from the bakery that I had in Rome. People were coming from Facebook. I didn't know where they come from. I never paid 1 cent of ads back then. We just had some posters in radio ads. I didn't believe in radio ads, so we just hang some posters in the town. I know how they are called on the lamps, on the street lamps. We put some papers, and there were like some banners like this, and it was written Pasticceria Ariana, and you could go in. Actually, following those banners, you could go to our bakery there. And in 2012, we decided to go deeper. We started to study a lot of Photoshop. We started to study a lot of actually Photoshop and Filmora Pro. Then we've moved to Premiere Pro after we've learned Photoshop like really good. And this is how it all happened for us, because when we started as a business level in 2014, 2015, we were already ready. We knew already how to edit a video, we knew already what the logo means, we knew already how to set up colors and so on. I actually taught some people here in Romania as well. They had their own business right now. So in 2017 we already had some clients in Germany, but and we were doing some business over there. But in 2017 at the end, I've met Flori, which is the mother of my daughter right now, of Alice, and she decided she wanted to come to Romania. I said, okay, let's build the same business here in Romania. I came in Romania. I gave to a friend of mine, old friend of mine, 50% of the company. Unfortunately, we let's just say we parted ways after 1 year, because some people just, when you have different visions about building a business, then it's better not to go in a partnership with nobody, or to test that friendship or partnership really well before you even start to do it, because sometimes it happens so that unfortunately you cannot it's difficult to control everything that happens, and it's difficult to understand or to control their mind. So just let it be and do your own thing. But as I told you, to cooperate, it's okay. My mistake was that I believed too much. So I didn't test the friendship that well. We parted ways. But when we started here in Romania, I remember that for the first 4 months or more, 4.5 months, we didn't have any client. So it was very difficult, because I decided to make it a challenge and to start with not that much money. We only had some like 2,000 euros or something like this. So it was on the verge. I went from having 75 kilograms to 66 in a couple of months. I've eaten like, I don't know, when I had some time, I couldn't schedule my day. I wasn't like a normal employee. I already was in the entrepreneurial mode. My mind was hustle. And this is what takes apart. This is what actually makes you earn more money. Because if I see like the what happened in the past and the journey, there were like days when, you know, normal people, from the amount of work that you were supposed to do in that day and unpaid because you didn't generate no money, or we haven't, and back then, you come to a point where you say like, why am I doing this? But if you are a normal employee, normal people just quit. Like right away. When they feel this kind of feelings, they quit. But these kind of feelings are the feelings that make you go further, they make you go to the next level, because you will never know if you're hard enough, if you're good enough, if you're what you are made of, if you are not under pressure at least one time in life. And the most amazing decisions, or the most amazing things happen when you take this kind of decisions that come from the why from the past, and not from the why from the future. And let me explain it to you, because 99% of the people, when they want more, even if they want a new job, they go like, okay, I want a new job because I want more money, I want a new business because I want a car. That car is in the future. You never had that car. You cannot feel the Ferrari, you cannot feel the Lamborghini, you cannot feel that Mercedes that you want. It's in the future, and many of us have not, because of the negativity that we are daily, it's messing with our mind every single day. It's hard to lose sight on the things that you really want, you know. So why from the past is 100 times powerful, more powerful, because the why from the past makes you understand and appreciate everything. Because the why from the past, it sounds like, I don't want to do it like that anymore. I don't want to hate my Monday anymore. I don't want to lose time with my baby anymore. I don't want to do this. And even if you sacrifice, you understand that the journey will make sense because you know why you sacrificed it. So this is how we do it. So we found out that Flori was pregnant. It was not an accident, because it was beautiful, but the entire journey was beautiful, but it wasn't scheduled. So when we found out she was pregnant, she was coming with me to meetings, and we go to restaurants, and we start to make a lot of contacts, because I had no contacts in Romania, and contact answers. It was all day long, contacts. Even now, if I meet with people on the street, they know this is Gabriel. This was how my mind worked back then, because I knew the power of knowing somebody more powerful than you, and knowing the powerful people in a society, or in a town, or in a city. And you can do this in a small country, in a small city as well. If you look at Undercover Billionaire, there are some shows in online, so you'll see that everybody, Undercover Billionaire, remember this, everybody's doing it the same way. They are looking for the most powerful in that particular country, in that particular city, in that particular country, and they are trying to build businesses with those people, because other people are looking for motivated people. So your sweat capital, let's just call it like this, it's very important for a person that has the money capital, okay? Because those people are either not all in anymore, they are or they are focused on something else, but that doesn't mean they don't want to multiply their money. Of course they want to make more money, but they need other people ideas, or drive, and so on, or work, or management, or all in, and so on, so that they can give the money, and to be assured that the money are safe, because the successful people and also the not so successful people are all scared of losing money. Everybody's scared of losing money. The more money there are, the more scared you are of losing those money. So going to this, on 4th April of 2018, we had the first client here in Romania. Afterwards came like it was a tsunami. At the end of 2019, we lost some when we parted ways with the old partnership. And in 2019, I gave so much gas, because looking at the negative part, most of us again would quit. Because they see, okay, you're losing some confidence. There was like very stressful moments with a lot of anger and negativity and so on. So most would quit, but I decided to give even more gas. So I said, okay, it's a reset, let's start it again. And I started again, boom, 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 boom. In February 2019, I've signed double the number of contracts that I've signed in the entire 2018 year, and I've asked Alex to come in Romania and help me. We doubled the money that we made in 2018, we doubled it in 2019. We made triple that in 2020, and now we are again on tripling the money that we made in 2020. So we are almost, so this year it will be €500,000, which is not what the fuck, but it's also not nothing. It's in 3 years of hustling for me, it's amazing. It's amazing because I know everybody that came into my business. I know everybody that went out for my business, because some, you know, the expression that I always use, and I've learned it myself from other guys, is like, some will, some won't, so what? I don't get attached to everybody. I get attached to the people that want to stay besides us, wants to help us, and I can help them and also grow with us, because this is very important. Unfortunately, because this is the microwave mentality, of course, we had some people that wanted like really fast, but they weren't in the beginning. So remember, always remember this: a good entrepreneur, it doesn't matter how much money he has in his pockets right now, he always knows that in the beginning he was by himself. Always will. Even myself. So remember this. So I said, now even today I was talking to people here in the room, and I said, when I will hit 1 million in total that we've generated with Revolution Media, and it will be soon, I will start writing a book, and I'll call it The Road to 1 Million, and I will tell you with details exactly how and what kind of people I've met along the way. And I'm really happy because I'm trying to reset the Rich Mindset community, because if people are following us from back then, and they can still find videos, we were a big community, and this is very important now. We were a lot of people here in Rich Mindset, but because we had different points of views in what our lives mean, it's very hard to find people that want to cooperate with you and to want to make it for free, This is very important, because if you give and I give, then they need to give as well. So Rich Mindset was built in the beginning for helping other people to understand that they have more inside than they were thought, and they have more potential than they ever will understand, unless they are going to the journey and achieving that potential, and then automatically they will feel it. But yeah, all these people that I've encountered, I'm grateful for. All these people that I've encountered, they are still, I don't know, they are still in the process. Some are building, some have success, some don't. But in the end, you live with the decisions that you take. So this is very important. If you have something to understand today, is even if you're young, because I'm talking with a lot of young people, and if you wait, or if you want it really fast, and you expect to get it really fast, if the world outside has changed, and it changed indeed because it's getting faster, the business world is still moving at the same pace. It is only slightly increased, but you still need to wait to build. It takes even more than we did to go to 1 million. It takes at least 5 years of hustling like there is no tomorrow. I'm still hustling like there is no tomorrow, because I enjoy and I love what I'm doing every single day. Even if I'm tired, even if I'm happy, even if I'm not happy, I'm still going through it, and I'll find my happiness along the way, because I cannot be I don't know, anxious or have any depression or whatever, because you know, the mindset that you have is what you get in your pockets. And now it's very important to understand that in 2020, when we made triple the money that we made in 2019, most of the businesses that were doing the same thing that we are doing, they were closing. Because the second domain that was affected, except like restaurants, cafes and so on, and hotels, was the marketing and promotions business. And we increased. And why? Is because we have a different mindset. We have a different mindset. It's not, I cannot tell you like one single thing that made us apart, but the thing is, even in those crisis moments, we never panicked. Never panicked. We were chill, cool, okay, it will go. Most of the people were calling me and were like in telephone, because the people outside in the media and so on were telling them that, oh, I will gonna die. The next war is here. Everybody's gonna die, the children are gonna die, and no, it will not happen. I will live to live another day. I will see the sun again. So it did. So now I'm here, and now I'm telling you the story about the last 7 years, or more than 7 years in my life, because I am more grateful than ever for what it happened to me. And now I can be relaxed. But I remember the time when I ate ketchup with spaghetti because I didn't have anything else. Now I'm okay, but I remember the times when I splitted some bread with my girlfriend because we had nothing and she was pregnant. Now I remember this time. I still remember it. I have it here, and it drives me every single day because all the little the things that I lack in this life, or the things that I wanted and I lacked, I couldn't have it in that particular time, made me what I am today. Most of the people that decided to go to a pool to swim and to have fun instead of hustling, they are in the same position as they were like 8 years ago, 9 years ago. Time went by. All of them are in the same positions. All of them. Same attitude, same mindset, still hating their life, still going day to day, still taking drugs, still doing the shit that they don't enjoy every single day. Same. But they decided to go and swim. They decided to go to the pool. And I decided not to do that. And we decided not to do that. Because I understood there's one moment when you need to grow. One season you need to really go all in. And one season is 5 years. And after 5 years, see what you've built. This is how it is. So are you willing to create your own story? Or are you just a part of someone's story?
That's my love, she wants a black